Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be watching this from. It's still your same person, your trainer, Olajide Joseph Oladele. Thank God for so far God has helped us. We did our last lesson, that should be yesterday, and I believe we have gained something, maybe one or two things from that lesson, from that training. And today we'll be moving forward from where we stopped yesterday. We talked about the musical instrument, whereby we said human voice is a musical instrument. The voice we have is a musical instrument. And we are going to start there today, which take us to the topics that says musical instrument and vocal. Musical instrument and vocal. Musical instrument and vocal. Musical instrument is defined to be anything used to create musical sound. Anything at all used to create musical sound, such as keyboard, the drum, the guitar, even the human voice, like I said before. Because when we list musical instruments, many people try to omit the human voice. Meanwhile, before the invention of musical instruments, human voice has been there, used for music from day one. Human voice has been there for music from day one. If you are so conversant on the social media these days, particularly on the TikTok and Facebook, we will see people use different type of thing, different types of objects to make meaningful sound. Meaningful sound. You should know why I say meaningful sound now. Not just to be drumming on objects, not to be just to be making noise on objects that is not making sense, that is not making meaningful sense, that is not arranged, that is not what, not well arranged, which we call organized. This way they can place different type of glass cup of different volume, of this different shape, and it will bring different sound, different meaning that can make up a music. In music we use just 7 notes or just 7 sound to make up music, and everywhere, every song we sing is that 7 notes, that 7 thing that will make it up, and that is do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. That last do is the octave. It may not be there because it's the repetition of the first one. So if you count from do to ti, it's 7 notes, 7 sounds. So once you can get objects that can give you this 7 tone in that manner, use that same intonation, you are good to go. You have musical instrument. The one that can give you do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, in that order, in that intonation. Anything at all you use, if it's a plank, if it's a wood, if it's a leaf, that thing is what is a musical instrument. That well said. I said music can be vocal, that is for singing, instrumental, playing on instrument like keyboard, guitar. So I've explained that, or combination of the two. It can be vocal separate, other instrument separate. Now let me say this: vocal music separate is called what? It's called a cappella. We still get there. It's called a cappella. That is music without other instrument, by using the human voice alone. It's called a cappella. Now, music without human voice with artificial instrument alone is called what? It's called instrumental or instrumentals, because we use various instruments to make it up. It's called instrumental. Why we call it, both of them, the making of the two, we call it music. Can be combination of voice and combination of artificial instruments. And it is built on basic concept that beginners must understand, including notation, how music is written, scale, chord, and rhythm pattern. We'll still get into that one. But let's deal with this instrument first. Now, I classify musical instrument into two. It's a type of instrument. I mean this now. Type of instrument. Sorry. Types of instruments. Musical instruments divided into two. I name it natural instrument, and the second one I said artificial instrument. Now, under natural instrument, when I say something is natural, that is, it is given from onset, or it is inborn. I said woman voice is a natural instrument called vocal. 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 It is a type of musical instrument that is given to man from inception. If a child is born today, if that child is not a deaf and dumb, such child must bring what? Voice, must cry. That child must cry. So there is a voice given to such child. So human voice can be used to create music without the involvement of the artificial. I've said that instrument. This is called the acapella. And I said the music created without the involvement of the human voice too is called what? It's called instrumental. Only instrument. Now, human voice, that is vocal, can be divided into like six main parts. Six main parts. We have in male, we have three, and in female too, we have what? We have three. We have three in niche. In male voices, we have number one, we have the bass. That is the lowest voice of a man, lowest voice. And the people that sings these parties, they are not much. Bass is the lowest voice of men. It is the deepest and lowest male voice, sounds strong and heavy. Example, like a deep talking voice, very deep voice is a voice of the lowest voice of a male voice. The second one is baritone. Baritone is the middle one. That is the voice in between the male voice and the other voice that we still talk about is the baritone, the middle voice, not too high and not too low. It balances the two voices. It's not common. The most common male voice, comfortable for many singers. Yeah, it balances the high male voice and the low male voice. It's called what? It's called baritone. And the third one is what? Is the tenor. That most of us were familiar with. The tenor voice is known to be the highest male voice. Though many of us can sing, what's it called? We can sing a part that is high or is higher than this tenor voice, because we have seen male that can sing alto and they can even sing soprano, but it's not common. So the highest categorized male voice is what? Is called tenor. Is the highest male voice, bright and powerful sound, often sings the main melody. Amen. Now, number two is the female voice. Number two is the female voice. And the lowest female voice is what? Is known as alto. Alto is the lowest female voice. Like the bass is the lowest in men, alto is the lowest in female. The lowest female voice, rich and warm sound, lowest. The second one is mezzo soprano. Like we have the baritone that is between the bass and tenor in men. We also have the mezzo soprano, which is the middle female voice between alto and soprano. We have the mezzo soprano, that is, it merges the alto and the soprano tone together between alto and soprano, balanced and flexible. Balanced and flexible. So number three is the soprano. That is the highest pitch in female. Soprano voice, female voice. The highest female voice, very bright and clear. They give high speech. Highest female voice is called the soprano. So now I said we have six, Abi. Distributed into three in men and three in female. You should be able to give me the three in male and the three in female. At least as a musician, you should know. Now I said in men we have the bass, which is the lowest voice in male. We have the baritone, which consists of the lowest and the highest, that is the bass and the tenor. The baritone is the middle voice. And we also have the last one in male, which is the tenor. That is the highest voiced in men. The highest voice in men. That is three. The other three now in female, we have the lowest female voice, which is the alto voice. Alto. It's not to be low female voice, the lowest. And in between the lowest and the highest in female too, we have what we call mezzo soprano. Mezzo soprano merges the alto and the soprano together. We can see outer of alto and some outer of soprano in mezzo soprano. That's the middle female voice. It merges the alto and the soprano together. And the last one is the soprano, which is said to be the highest note in what? In female. The highest voice of female. The highest female voice. Very bright and clear sound. Bright and clear sound. And we have one in children. Children, as I said in the previous lesson, that when we talk about pitch or pitches, if you want to hear the most highest pitch, listen to children. The little child, you tell them to sing, you hear the highest pitch from them. They take treble, very high. But now, out of these six voices we classify, we have major four that we are using, mostly in our church choir, in our group band. We have four parts we use mainly. And we said that we use soprano, alto, tenor, and bass that we are all familiar with. Soprano should be the highest female voice. Alto should be the lowest female voice. Tenor should be the highest male voice. And bass should be the lowest male voice. Maybe as time goes on, we still do voice training, whereby each and every one of us will know where we belong when we sing. We will know the part we are singing. We should know the voice group we belong to. Any female with very high tone should go to soprano part. Every female that cannot sing the high tone but can sing the normal tone, not so high, should be in in alto. And the female that their voice are very low, should join the alto. Should join the tenor. Should join the tenor. So tenor is high male note and the bass is low male voice. That's about a natural instrument. The human voice is a musical instrument that is naturally given by God. The number two instrument is the artificial instrument. That is all these instruments we can see by ourselves, we can see in our churches, in our band, in everywhere in our church gathering. The instruments we know as keyboard, the drums, the shekere, the agogo, the guitar, the violin, the trumpet, the what's it called, saxophone, the gong that we call apala. All those things, they are artificial instruments because they are made by some people. Some people invented this instrument. They were invented by one people or set of people or individual. Now let's see like three or four instruments that are invented by some people or by a particular person. Every other musical instrument are man-made, like I explained. Now let's see the keyboard, call it piano, or they belong to the organ family. Early ancestor, early organized, hydraulic, that is water organ. I remember when I was learning keyboard, the organ. I did not use the electronic one or the one that is using electricity. I use the one that is being is pedaled. It's used the what's it called, ear. Now ear, it has two pedal. As you press the pedal, like you are pressing the swing machine, so the volume will be high coming up. If you don't press the pedal, it will have no volume. So it doesn't use electricity. That's what I used to learn. I remember then in around 2002, 2002 or there about 2001, almost 24 years ago now. So we have ancient keyboard organ like that. This one hydraulic, that's water organ, was invented by Ctesibius of Alexandria around what, 3rd century BC. Now, the modern piano we are using today was developed by Bartholomew Cristofori around 1700. Around 1700. That's many years ago. So these are the invention of this instrument. Another one is guitar. Another one is guitar. Early string instrument existed in ancient civilization, like in Egypt, in Persia, in Greece. Modern guitar form developed in Spain. Key early builder, we have Spanish luthier like Antonio de Torres in 19th century, who shaped the modern classical guitar. It has been in existence before, but it was shaped by this man Antonio de Torres in 19th century to be able to suit this period we are. And if that was done in the 19th century. So the drum set that we play today, we play today, is another instrument in Asia civilization, in Egypt, Persia, Greece. Another one is violin, developed in Italy in 1500s. And they gave credit to this man, the early maker, Andrea Amati, later perfected by Antonio Stradivari. So they are all the instruments, they are all man-made. They were invented by some people or by someone. Now saxophone too was invented by one clear person, Adolf Sax. The instrument was named after him, Adolf Sax, in 1846. Saxophone was invented by one clear person, Adolf Sax, in 1846. And the name Sax, the beginning of the name was coined from his name, Adolf Sax. Before we round up this lesson, we should all know that the history of musical instruments was traced back to the uh, creation of humanity in the life of our forefathers from the Bible. that was talking about in the book of Genesis chapter 4 verse 21. The Bible make reference to a man named Jubal. Man named Jubal. The Bible says this man is the father of all who play the harp and flute. And if you know what harp and flute is, they are musical instruments. Flute is long, part of the woodwind instrument, and harp is part of the guitar family too. Harp is part of uh, guitar family, and this man is the originator of harp and flute back in Genesis chapter 4 verse 21. That means Juba is recognized in the Bible as the first known musician and the originator of musical instruments. First known musician, Juba. So I think we should know this as a musician, especially string and wind instruments. Like I said, harp is string instruments, family of guitar, and the flute is a wind instrument because until you blow here into it, it will not bring sound. So it's a wind instrument. We classify instrument later into their classes as we go on. So let us know that human voice is a musical instrument, and let's know their division. At the end of this lesson too, I will drop your assignment and make sure you do it at your best understanding and submit to the assignment group so I can mark for documentation. As I said before, everybody will get his or her certificate at the end of the lessons or the training. What matter most is not the certificate, but is the experience we gather. As people we said that wisdom is the right application of knowledge and understanding. If you have knowledge and you have understanding of something, but you do not make proper use, you do not apply it correctly, you do not have wisdom. But if you apply that wisdom, that understanding and the knowledge you have that you have acquired so far, the right application will give you wisdom. We not just call Solomon the man of wisdom, is because he applied the wisdom and understanding he has in judgment. That's why we say Solomon is a what? Is a man of wisdom. So know this thing very well and make sure you grab your copy now that it is still available. Because I'm telling you, after this class, we have the premium group, the premium class whereby people pay. And I will still advise you that you move to that, what's it called, to that group too, to learn in deep, because what we are teaching here cannot be so deep as in that one. Thank you. God bless you. Remain blessed.